Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. It's finished. Barcelona 1, Sevilla nil. A hard-fought, very frustrating victory for Barcelona because there were chances, so many chances in this game for Barcelona to win, and they kept blowing them. Lewandowski missed a chance. Pablo Gavi missed a chance. There was a chance for Raphinha as well before he got injured that he missed as well. Just chances. And it just didn't seem like the ball was going to go in, and Barcelona didn't score in this game. They were helped by a Sevilla player scoring, and the icing on the cake is the fact that the Sevilla player is also a former Real Madrid legend, Sergio Ramos, who scored. So I think that will kind of maybe please the Barcelona fans a little bit that the own goal went from Sergio Ramos, but it was good play from Lamine Yamal to get that goal. I mean, it was a good cross in. Kounde made a mistake there. He should really be tracking that run, and he just completely lost Yamal. And the ball falls to it comes to Sergio Ramos, and I think it's very unfortunate because his back is like he's running towards goal. So in that position, what you're trying to do is you're not sure, right? You cannot slash at it because you slash at it, there's a chance that it goes into the roof of the net. You've got in that position, there are two options that a defender has. One is to take a chance and rape and slash it, sideways, and you hope that you get the right sort of connection on it where it goes out of, it either goes for a corner, goes for throw in, or what you want to do is you want to try and cushion it so that you at least block it from going anywhere, and then you can, with the second touch, you can clear it. Ramos chose the second option because he's the experienced player, so he said, right, I'm going to try and cushion this because that's what you got to try and do. And unfortunately for him, he couldn't cushion it delicately enough, and the touch was just a little bit heavy. No chance for Nyland to stop it, and it goes into the back of the net, and it is 1-0. And to be honest, Sevilla had their moments. They had a chance. Ocampos had a wonderful chance at first half where he had to go first time. The cross is beautiful. He has to go first time, but he takes a touch, and by the time he takes a shot, Gavi has enough time to come in and block the shot. But otherwise, that was a good chance. There were other chances as well where Lukebakio played him in, and again a heavy touch, and it allows Stegen to make the save. So they had chances, just that they couldn't make them count. And against a team like Barcelona, you can't afford to be giving up promising positions every time, and you can't afford to let them have promising positions all the time. And that's what happened. And then they did get the, not that they got the win. I mean, you could say that they got the goal, but not necessarily that they got it. But it was a win for Barcelona. From Barcelona's point of view, I think it was another. It's the third unimpressive performance in a row. You could say that they weren't good against Celta Vigo. They weren't good, in midweek as well against Mallorca, and now here again against Sevilla. It was not a very good performance as well. Yes, Sevilla are a difficult team to play against. You don't always get big results against them, but still you expect better performances. And in fact, when I look back at it, there were some players who actually played quite well. The Kounde played very well. Christensen will look good in patches. Obviously, we're talking about Gavi and how good he looked. It just felt like, at times it just felt a bit disjointed. It felt like they were good even Fermin Lopez looked really good when he came on. So there were good performances. I just feel like there was a bit of a disjointedness about the performances where they were getting everything right except that final part, getting that goal was just not happening for them. And it happens sometimes to teams where you can do everything right and the ball just refuses to go into the back of the net of your foot or your head or whatever. It just refuses to go in. I think that was kind of the thing, and that happened. And the positive for Barcelona is, despite that, they were still able to get the 3 points and get the win. And I think that will please Xavi a lot. That will please Barcelona fans a lot. And that should please Barcelona a lot as well, that despite all of the frustration, they still managed to come away with 3 points. And that is credit to the team. If we've got to talk about Gavi, Gavi was phenomenal. The man of the match for me. Smash like if he's your man of the match, but he was my man of the match absolutely everywhere. Of course, made that block for the goal that Ocampos really should have scored, but he did very well to track back, get back in position, and make that block. Could have easily been handball as well, but it wasn't, because again he really just sat to perfection. Wonderful. He's so tenacious, he's so energetic, and always first the ball, always trying to get ahead of his marker, trying to win balls back. Brilliant. And then of course his passing is brilliant as well. There's some really nice neat touches that he played across the park, and he is a very complete midfielder. I think in many ways he's the microcosm of a modern midfielder. He's someone who's very tenacious, very aggressive, but also very technical and very very aware of what's going on around him. So he's almost like a complete modern midfielder, and I think that's the kind of midfielder that you need nowadays. I think he's, if you were to construct a modern midfield, I think you would probably construct Pablo Gavi. He just looks so good at everything that he does, and that is something that like the commentator was saying, hopefully he'll be a Barcelona player for a long time to come, and hopefully he will end up being a Barcelona legend. And at this point in time, he looks very much like a player who's going to be that, because he's got everything in this game. He just needs to keep working and keep improving on it, of course. It's one thing to have the talent, it's another to keep working hard and making the most of it. And he is someone who looks like he's hardworking and very wanting to make the most of his talent. But phenomenal performance from him, really well done. Kounde looked good as well, as I said, really good. Had some wonderful blocks, some wonderful headers as well. Really played well today. And Fermin Lopez looked good as well. Again, another player who's probably in the Pablo Gavi type of mold as well. Someone who's very tenacious, very energetic, but also very good in terms of finding space and finding passes. So Barcelona are building a nice little, contingent of midfielders that they have, with Frankie de Jong, with Pablo Gavi. They've got Fermin Lopez, probably even Pedri. Hopefully, when he comes back, he finds his level quickly as well. They've got a really good contingent of midfielders. And then of course you got Lamine Yamal, who's phenomenal today. Again, he played well today as well, I thought, until he came off. So he looked good, and İlkay Gundogan also looked good today. Did the simple things well. He hasn't been the clutch midfielder that probably he had been at Manchester City, and maybe he will be in the second half of the season. He'll start scoring those important goals. But for now, I think he's settling in well. He's doing the job that he needs to do, and he's making sure that he's holding up his end of the bargain and allowing other players around him to shine. So he's doing that role quite well. So I think there's a lot of positives for Barcelona today. Like I said, there were good performances individually. It's just that somehow the team didn't click together. And that's such a weird thing to say, isn't it? We talked about so many good performances today, but just something just misclicking. And maybe part of that is the fact that when you look at the four players, Lewandowski, I don't think was anything special today. I don't think Ferran Torres had a good game today. Raphinha, while he was on, wasn't exactly very good either. And I don't think, and Cancelo had a good game as well in the first half. I think it was pretty anonymous in the second half, but he looked good in the first half. So maybe there was a little bit more from the forward-thinking players. Probably there wasn't as much as maybe Barcelona would have hoped for. But that being said, 3 points, that's the most important thing. And they needed the 3 points because tomorrow Real Madrid plays Girona in the top of the table clash. And one of them, at least one of them is going to drop points. So it was very important for Barcelona not to drop points so that they put pressure on both teams to have to go and win the game. Because if Barcelona had drawn, maybe both teams would have gone, the draw is not a bad result. Barcelona have drawn. We don't need to try, and we don't need to necessarily extend ourselves to win. But tomorrow's game now is important for both teams, particularly for Real Madrid, because they'll want to win that game and want to make sure that they stay ahead of Barcelona. Even this early in the season, you don't want to give any kind of advantage away. So it's good. It's a good result from that perspective as well for Barcelona, just to put pressure on Real Madrid and Girona, the other two title contenders at this moment in time. Possibly even Atletico Madrid as well. But Atletico know they have to win every game anyway. If they want to challenge Barcelona and Real Madrid, so that really doesn't matter. But well done to Barcelona. Congratulations to them. I think Sevilla can be reasonably proud of their efforts. I think there's a small consolation, but there was a moment in time where I thought Sevilla had the measure of Barcelona. They didn't make those opportunities count, and that is the problem. As I always say, it's good when it's nice to say that we had some good moments and we had them on the ropes, but unless you make it count, unless you score that goal, it doesn't matter. And that's what I would say about Sevilla. But a good performance from a few players nonetheless. I thought Ramos actually had a pretty good game. Own goal aside, I thought he was pretty good in this game, and he showed that he's still got a few moves left. It's just he was good. I thought Lukebakio looked good in that first half as well. Very some nice touches and very well played as well. But it's Sevilla, just a little bit of quality lacking in that final third, which ultimately cost them the game. Anyway, share your thoughts on the match. Do smash like for Barcelona and smash like for Pablo Gavi. If he was your man of the match, as I said, I would love to hear your thoughts on the game. If there's something that you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments. Always love hearing from you. It's Champions League time now for Barcelona in the next game, so slight break from La Liga action, but they'll be hoping Raphinha is not injured for too long. But it didn't look good when he had to go off with his hamstring. But other than that, positive time for Barcelona. Do remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're getting, just past 410 subscribers, so thank you for that. And we want to get to 420 quickly as well. The 420. So do subscribe, and we appreciate your support in growing this channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.